It's a new morning and I am tying some flies. We are thinking of heading up to the mountains to Spring Creek, and apparently it's a spring creek with big fish and wary fish that have been fished for more than what we filmed in our previous episode. And for that reason I thought I would tie some first of all, I've been tying some small nymphs, and I've been tying them with very natural colors. So no flash, no bling, no copper, no gold bead heads. They just have black bead heads and some all natural dubbing in a tail. They are small mayfly nymphs, and one larger that is just what we call in Norwegian a house building caddis. And then just to have it, I also tied some beetle and cicada patterns. And hopefully that will be good for the day. We are excited to drive up there, see some crystal clear water, and look for trout in small spring creeks. Yeah, so see you on the road or on the water. Okay, we made it to the spot where we're going to start fishing. There is one other car that is parked. I'm trying to figure out if it's a fishing car or not. But I come to the conclusion that it's most likely not, since it has nothing in it. And if it's not a fishing car, then we're the first to fish the river. Which I hope I will understand quickly, I think, if the fish is spooked in every pool or not. We've never been here. First time checking it out. So yeah, see you on the way down there. And the view here is amazing, so I think I'll play some nice views music and show some pictures of the view and sit back and enjoy.
Explain to us what's going on, Vebjørn.
If I found a fish that's well, it's quite nice fish. I would say it's over 2 kilos. It's dancing a little bit in the current, shooting out to take something every now and then. I think it's a good fish for you or Tuva to try to catch. The wind is coming upstream, so I would say if she can get to the bank and crawl upstream, it will be easy for her to make, or for you, to make a cast and make the leader just flip in front of the fish, because the wind will bring the fly and everything over. But in fear that you will be casting too far, I'll make an extra long tippet, and I'll make it of 5x. Just because it's not too much obstacles here, so I think if you hook it, you will have a fairly good chance. It depends on how strong they are and how feisty they are. Something like this. You see it?
Let me check. Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Small caddis is hook size 14, elk here. Nice! Yeah! Cool! Nice. Snapped. You held it when it ran the opposite direction. What?
It's very green on the top.
Ah. So what happened is that the leader snapped because it's still hooked, unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but you held it when it ran the opposite direction.
I know.
You know, it happens, and it's something that even happens to, oh, it happens to all of us, and probably the best of you also. Sometimes they change direction really quick, and it's difficult to follow. And 5x, maybe 5x was a mistake. After that fish, we walked upstream. It took quite a while before we started to understand how the river worked, and we spooked a couple of nice brown trouts that was laying very close to the bank. So the clouds came, and it's very difficult to spot the fish. But I found one that is way in the shallow here. It's a smaller one, but I'll try to. It's really, it has not been rising, but it's really moving a lot. So I'll try to dump a cicada pattern right in its head, and we'll see if it takes it. Ah, that's yes. It sees it, it comes. Yeah.
It's small. Nice job.
Oh, they're strong here.
It's small, but it's
strong.
yeah.
And it's a rainbow. Look at it. It's not a small rainbow, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty. Nice.
Let it go.
Nice.
Such a beautiful rainbow and strong.
Congratulations, first fish of the day.
Thanks, and off the river. Oh, cool. We are succeeding.
We are succeeding. All right.
First cicada fish ever. Okay, good, cool.
Let's go further upstream.
Yep.
So, tell us the story from the beginning.
From the beginning, I came down here and I saw, just in a small little back eddy pool kind of thing, a big blackfish. And I thought to myself, he was standing dead still. The tail was not even moving. And I was sure that it was it was not feeding. Either it was something wrong with it or whatever it was, I don't know. But I came here and we took the camera out and we filmed it because I just wanted to I made a cast from here. I knew it would be terrible because of the current is too strong. And the fly landed quite far away from him. But as it saw the ripples from the fly, it reacted. So from there I understood that, well, the fish is at least aware of what's going on. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do this the real way. I walked around to the other side of the bank and I was sneaking, because that way I could make the full fly line and everything land on the rock, and only like this much of the leader could hit the water and the fly could sit there. So I did so, I made a cast and it didn't work, but in between it actually goes up and it takes something else, and then it moves around and it comes back again. And then I made a cast that landed perfectly, and it just came up, opened the mouth, took it. I set the hook, everything perfect. Then it went crazy in there and it kind of jumped out of there to near reach the main river. And this was a big fish, so it was just sitting still and it didn't do much. But it could do whatever it wanted if it just decided to do so. But my drag was way too light. and I'm not used to this reel. It's not my dry fly reel. It's more like a sea trout reel that Tuva used back home. But I tightened the drag so that it's tight enough, and I almost get the fish. The fish is standing still in the river, and I said, well, I'm gonna make a try. And I went behind him and I tried to net it, but I couldn't. Then he went crazy again. He ran downstream, took my line and made it to the reel, and it broke because I set the drag too strong. Silly mistake, kind of like Tuva's mistake this morning. Is equally silly or equally unnecessary. It makes you really mad at yourself. Glad I had the experience, but you know, it will make me lose sleep a couple of nights, because that was a fish that was
what we were aiming for.
That was like a 3.5, maybe yeah, at least well over 3 kilos. It will be my dry fly personal best, no doubt. Yeah, probably 3.5. Depends on how fat it was. So that hurts a lot. I'm over it now, kind of, for now at least.
Until we go to bed.
It took the cicada pattern. I think that a friend of mine told me that if you hear cicadas, they are around and the fish will be taking them, but you don't see them much. I've been hearing them in the grass, or either them or grasshoppers or something similar. You know, it's a little black fly like this with 4 legs. It can be a grasshopper, it can be a cicada, it can be any kind of land insect. But yeah, I took it, and I think we should continue fish flies like that. To get reaction bites, make them just pop in front of your head, and it's deadly effective. Trigger them. Yeah. But it didn't work this time. It's been that kind of day. 1 fish out of 3.
But it's been the total opposite from our last trip. Everything went so smooth.
Yeah,
like our last trip. We didn't fuck it up. We only everything went so smooth.
Yeah, and now everything is... But in one way we are succeeding to getting them take. And when we succeed in getting them take, it's just like the last step that is missing.
Yep.
But we're gonna stay here for 3 months. We will come back and we will catch it for sure. Yeah, okay, let's move upstream.
Alright.
Not think about this until tonight.
Maybe we can get a bigger fish that it can...
Then I can chill.
Take this fish out of your mind.
Yeah, let's hope so. Alright, let's head up. We didn't have any problems falling to sleep that night. After well over 15 kilometers of hiking, we were tired. When we woke up again, I tied some more of the good working cicada patterns before we head down to the river. The plan was to head upstream from where we left off yesterday, but we had to go a little bit downstream to check out a fish that Tuva spooked the day before.
But right now I'm looking at a fish that I most likely spooked yesterday. Yesterday I was walking here and I was looking on the other side of the river, not as close to here, so I spooked it out. And I hopefully will manage to catch it today.
Should I film it with the long lens? Yeah. Reel?
Yeah, but I can't do two things.
Okay, I'll take the line. Just follow it.
Where is it? Where the heck is it?
Come on, come on. Good, drag it. Try to reel. Good, now it's just holding there.
Do you have the net?
I'll get it. Okay, do you need help landing it?
Should I try myself or is it stupid?
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it in the net in the end.
It's the weirdest trout I've ever seen.
Yeah, I look forward to show you this trout. It's insane looking.
2.86. So, oh, it's a new record for me.
New personal best.
2.5.
2.5
kilos.
86.5.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because the weight is 350. So it's actually right over 2.5. Cool, nice dry fly trout.
I'm gonna let this special fish go.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay. It's ready. Finally! Success!
Success!
At last.
At last! Okay. I think already with that fish, that was the revenge. The big revenge, we can say. That's it for this episode.
Yeah.
And subscribe if you like it. We go fishing again tomorrow, and we're gonna make a new episode in a couple of days. So would be cool if you subscribe. And see you next time.